Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. It's a run to the left. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense, short of the first down marker.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Pressure is coming. Down he goes. A sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a shotgun run call.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Look at a pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 45. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Handoff heading left. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
The Ducks are in the red zone. Trying the run, it's Parker. Can he reach the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They'll try the right here. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. The Sooners line it up with 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Little eye candy here from the offense and pre-snap motion. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down play for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back. It's Moore. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Tight end goes in motion. Here comes a handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And the tailback's got it again. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
And the Ducks look to keep this drive moving. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
The Ducks line up with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second and goal for the offense. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on them. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Sooners are in the red zone. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Good enough for first down yardage.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And we're able to get him down.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This one will be fair caught. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Back to throw. It's Moore. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the...
Looking to throw it deep. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. We get the second half started with a running play. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the stick.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down, looking to throw the football. He eludes the rush. He's going to pull it down and run. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. second down, we're going to throw it. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Back to throw. It's Hawkins. It's the running back in the flat. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The Sooners pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Chris, I'll be honest, I thought on fourth down and one they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Makes a quick grab. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Receiver in motion now. Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they go in front here in the second half. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. powerful offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Here's the 2nd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He'll hand it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Stays on the field. Coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises. It's a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To throw, it's Hawkins. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after the completion. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. They'll hand it off. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This to build the lead to 6 here in the 4th quarter. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake for the defense on 4th down. Trying to run it, it's Lacy. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Hard running through a tackle. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And they're trying to punch it in here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they got a couple good handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they could dial up.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. When he's got some space here. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Looking to pass. It's Moore. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Bringing pressure. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? No, he stopped short on fourth down. The defense making a play that should just about secure this victory. Now they'll run it on the toss. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Scanning the field. It's Hawkins. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws it away.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here, fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And he drops back in the gun. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Fools if their run breaks through a tackle. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it on first down. Got him. He's sacked.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Took contact on the throw. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Receiver makes the catch. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.